Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
BBC News Business.
February 13th, 11:07 America, New York. Brexit investment hit costs UK £29 billion, says Bank of England policymaker. Jonathan Haskell says leaving the EU has caused a productivity penalty of £1,000 per household.
The Library of Economics and Liberty. February 13th, 11:05 America, New York. Argentina's comeback? The world is used to watching economic crises unfold in Argentina time after time. In the past 50 years alone, the country has experienced 3 hyperinflations, 1975, 1989 and 1990, and multiple major debt crises, like in 2001 and 2018. BBC News Business.
February 13th, 10:25 America, New York. London bus strikes. Dispute ends after drivers accept pay increase. Abellio London workers have been holding a series of strikes over recent months.
Daily FX Market News.
February 13th, 10:12 America, New York. Earthquake death tops 36,000 as outrage adds pressure to USD, TRY. USD, TRY is heading back to January's all-time high of 18.885 1 week after the 7.8 magnitude earthquake ripped through the epicenter of the region.
Global economy. February 13th, 9:51 America, New York. Ordinary Americans are counting the cost of thriving. Economic data disguises just how hard it has become to sustain a middle-class lifestyle. Global economy.
February 13th, 9 o'clock America, New York. Will trade decoupling become capital decoupling? It's only fair that investment houses live by the same principles as non-financial firms when it comes to national security.
BBC News Business.
February 13th, 8:05 America, New York. Amazon. Unionized Coventry workers announce strike escalation. Workers at a Coventry distribution center became the first UK Amazon employees to strike last month.
New York Times Business.
February 13th, 8:05 America, New York. The winners and losers from Super Bowl 57. There were surprises on field and off, from Rihanna's halftime performance to Disney's controversial ad splash. Rihanna delivered a memorable performance. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
February 13th, 8 o'clock America, New York. How do non-competes affect jobs and pay? Ask a hairstylist. The FTC says non-competes can keep lower-wage workers from better jobs and prevent companies from hiring the help they need.
Daily FX Market News. February 13th, 7:58 America, New York. Gold prices look oversold but the short-term outlook remains uncertain. The precious metal remains under downside pressure, despite flashing an oversold technical signal, as the latest look at U.S. price pressures near.
Global economy.
February 13th, 7:31 America, New York. The EU's turn to dodge litigation that stops it going green. European governments sued by investors are deserting the Energy Charter Treaty en masse.
New York Times Business.
February 13th, 7:26 America, New York. 1 week after Turkey-Syria earthquake, relief efforts stymied. More than 31,600 people in Turkey and more than 3,500 in Syria have died in the earthquake, the deadliest in Turkey since 1939. A camp for displaced earthquake victims in Osmaniye, Turkey, on Sunday.
Marginal revolution.
February 13th, 7:25 America, New York. Cheating teachers. Chalkbeat. New York City schools will once again grade their own students' Regents exams, a policy that officials scrapped a decade ago amid concerns that educators were systematically nudging scores over the passing cutoff. Daily FX Market News.
February 13th, 6 o'clock America, New York. EUR/USD remains vulnerable ahead of key data releases. EUR/USD failed to capitalize on upgraded growth forecasts by the European Commission.
New York Times Business.
February 13th, 5 o'clock America, New York. In an uncertain job market, how can companies retain workers? Although some employees might decide to stick with their jobs when the market appears uncertain, workforce reductions can, conversely, spur more quitting.
Marginal revolution.
February 13th, 2:01 America, New York. The underrated story of 2023. A fresh round of IMF bailouts is underway, and some of the world's most indebted nations will have to sacrifice their currencies to get them. The year has already seen 3 debt-laden countries, Egypt, Pakistan and Lebanon, drop their exchange rates to unlock International Monetary Fund assistance.
Marginal revolution.
February 12, 1954 America New York, okie dokie. Breaking. Pentagon says they don't know how the shot down objects stayed afloat. Says they don't have reason to believe they're from China. What is your theory?